Since Cherry's patents expired on their mechanical key switches, many competitors have risen, resulting in a plethora of cheap mechanical keyboards flooding the market. The Z-77 is one of the most popular boards and has many names, including E-Element, MechanicalEagle and Koolertron. It is available in black or white, as well as backlit and non-backlit variants. This in-depth review will cover what I like and what I dislike about the Z-77. Stay tuned to find out. The Z-77 is a 10 keyless mechanical keyboard, which means it doesn't have the number pad on the right of the board. This is great for those who need a smaller keyboard to conserve desk space. Currently, the Z-77 is only available in the US layout. This hasn't been an issue for me in the UK, though it did take a little getting used to. This keyboard doesn't have any USB or audio pass-throughs for those who would like them, so you'll have to make do with the ports on your computer. The keyboard features rubber feet on the base, but sadly only on the lower part of the keyboard. At the top there are bits of plastic instead, resulting in a less than satisfying grip. But thankfully the adjustable feet have rubber padding to support the keyboard and to reduce the risk of scratching your desk. No wrist rest is included, though you could use a third party one if you need one. My keyboard was supplied by Koolertron, and so it came with some Koolertron branding stuck to the frame. I didn't like the look of this, and so I removed it with a knife. The Z-77 features a brushed aluminum cover like the Corsair K65. This makes the keyboard feel very premium and very sturdy. It has no flex when trying to twist the board, and it weighs in at 780 grams. Sadly, the Z-77 doesn't have a detachable cable, and the cable it does have is rubber as opposed to braided. Though this is probably a good thing as braided cables pick up dirt and dust. This would have been clearly visible on a white braided cable and it would have been difficult to clean. So the rubber cable is okay here. Though I would still have preferred it to be detachable and with some cable management. The cable is 1.8 meters in length and has a gold plated USB connector. My Z-77 has Outemu blue switches which are tactile and clicky. These switches have an actuation point of just 2.4mm, an actuation force of about 60 grams and a lifespan of 50 million key presses. Here is a sound test with and without O-rings. Overall, these keys feel excellent to type on, as the keys are louder and provide more tactile feedback than what I'm used to with the Razor Green switches. However, the actuation point and the actuation force are both higher than the Razor Green switches, which makes the Outemu Blues have slightly more latency. This latency was noticeable enough for it to take me a couple of days to get used to when playing CSGO, and even then I would still prefer less latency. By the way, if you're enjoying the review so far, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. With just 10 subscribers, I need your support to get this channel off the ground, but only subscribe if you like what you see. Back to the review. The Z-77 features 6 key rollover, which means you can press up to 6 keys simultaneously, and each key will register. This is great for moments where you need to press multiple keys at the same time, such as when gaming. The keyboard has function keys that can be used as shortcuts and to allow media control, though I would still have preferred to see dedicated media keys, as this would have been more convenient and easier to use. You can lock the Windows Start key by pressing FN and the Windows Start key. You can also switch the functionality of the WASD keys with the arrow keys by pressing FN and W. This will force your arrow keys to become WASD and WASD to become your arrow keys. This keyboard doesn't feature any macro keys and doesn't feature any macro functionality. The keycaps are double shot ABS plastic, which is nice to see. They feel secure on the switches and don't have too much wobble to them. The keys are seated on the top of the board, which will make cleaning them between the keys relatively easy. Usually I would cover the software here, but the Z-77 doesn't have any, and is essentially plug and play. This means any customization to the lighting is done using the keys on the keyboard. The Z-77 is a multicolored backlit keyboard, though it isn't RGB. Each row on the keyboard is limited to one color. From top to bottom we have red, orange, green, blue, purple and pink. You can't change these colours, though you can customise their patterns, the brightness, or even turn the lighting off completely. All customization is done by holding the function key. Numbers 1 to 8 are preset lighting options for various game types, and numbers 9 and 0 are customizable by the user. You can customize these by selecting either 9 or 0 and then pressing the home key. From here you can select which keys you want to be activated, and then when you are done, you simply press end. Now your settings will be saved for future use. By selecting insert, you can shift through the various pattern options. You can't create your own patterns, but you can change the speed and the brightness of the ones that are available. To make a pattern slower, you press left, and to make a pattern faster, you press right. To make the lighting brighter, you press up, and to make it dimmer, you press down. If you press down enough times, you can turn the lighting off completely. Here is a preview of the different patterns. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't want to see them. Though the lighting would have been easier to customize with software, I love the fact that this keyboard is plug and play and it isn't too difficult to get used to it. Full RGB would have been nice, but considering this keyboard is so cheap, I'm happy with the lighting as it is, and with all the available options. Whether it's E-Element, MechanicalEagle or Koolertron, the Z-77 is plug and play and is a great 10 keyless mechanical keyboard. With the Outemu blue switches, it is an excellent keyboard for typing and is pretty good for gaming, though I prefer the Razer greens. The Z-77 is durable, and despite being very cheap, it has some premium build quality features such as a brushed aluminum cover, rubberized adjustable feet, and backlit keys with secure double-shot ABS plastic keycaps. Though sadly it is only available in a US layout, which will take some getting used to if you're from elsewhere. If you would like a full-size keyboard, or a keyboard with RGB backlighting, a detachable cable, or even some dedicated media keys, then perhaps you should look at some other mechanical keyboards. If not, the Z-77 might be the right keyboard for you. I hope this review has helped you. If you plan on buying this keyboard and want to help support the channel, I have put Amazon links in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with those who may be interested. This has been JoshTechBytes. Thank you for watching.